Hello, 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 beautiful people. Happy holidays. It's Io, and I'm back again with another video. I don't think I've been going for too long, but I'm back. And today I'm going to be speaking about friendships and change. So if you like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. Like I say in all my other videos, my name is Io. I'm a social worker, and sometimes I like to talk about things. So if you like these kind of videos, like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So like I said earlier, happy holidays. I hope everyone had a great holiday season, ate well, spend time with family and their loved ones. And yeah, so let's just get into it. So the first thing I want to speak about is change. So change is something that we know is going to happen. It's the only thing that we know for sure will happen, right? Change is going to happen. And I think for a lot of people, they have a hard time accepting change because we may have thoughts in our minds in the way that things should be. But things are what they are. It's not a shoulda, woulda, coulda, but they are what they are. And I think when it comes to change in friendships, people have a really, really hard time because they think of longevity. Well, I've known this person for 20 years, so X, Y, and Z. And the thing about friendships that they're based on commonalities. And I think for a lot of people in the beginning stage, especially when you're in college, the thing you have in common with a lot of people around you is that you all share space, proximity. That's the commonality. And once you leave college and become an adult and have a real life job and real life things going on, it becomes a little bit different and sometimes even difficult depending on where you all live, to maintain those friendships. So the first thing I want to say about it is that it's okay to outgrow friendships. It's perfectly okay and normal and healthy. Some people, they think something's wrong with them if they don't have their friends from middle school and high school and college. Not saying that you can't have those things, because when it comes to friendships, right? Sometimes in friendships, people grow together. So as they're growing and changing, the people around them are growing, changing too, and that's why the friendships are able to maintain and continue to go. But sometimes that's not the case. The way that you may change, another person may not change in that same way or in a way that kind of blends with you. And sometimes you have to separate yourself. It's not a good or bad thing. It's just it is what it is. And then also with friendships, it takes two to tango. So if you are having a friendship where it's one sided and it's not going, like, it's not a back and forth, resentment can build and it doesn't feel good. So sometimes friendships end because of that. But my main point here is just to understand that, like, things are going to change. And just because, let's say, friendships end doesn't mean that you hate the person or that person hates you. It just is what it is, and it's perfectly okay. Also, as you change, you never know, later in the future, you and that person can reconnect and be friends later. But I just want to really emphasize that it's perfectly okay. All right, because think about it. I'm gonna give you an example. So let's say you're 21, you graduate from college, you and all your friends move into different towns, and you're still able to maintain the friendship, right? You still all try to meet up at least once a month or once every 2 months, to talk and all that stuff. So it's good, right? But now let's say one person in that friend group gets married, gets pregnant, has kids. The dynamics change. You don't really hear from this person anymore. Why is that? Because priorities change. Things change. Their time changes. Right now, they have another human being and also a husband or a wife that they have to, tend to and those kind of things. So things change, and they may not be able to talk or hang out like the way they used to. Also, they may not want to talk about the things that they used to talk about, right? When you're in college, a lot of times, people worried about getting lit. And once you hit a certain age, well, let me not say once you hit a certain age, because some people, they get lit until they done, until they gone, off this earth. But after a certain time, for some people, that gets really tired and boring, and they no longer want to do that. So you know sometimes now, if you what you had in common was getting lit, having fun, and do those kind of things, now it's a bit different. Now, the thing I have in common, not really a commonality anymore, and now y'all don't really got nothing to talk about. So, and I don't want people to think, well, if me and this friend doesn't have anything in common, that means we can't be friends. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that friendships are based on commonalities, and the commonality in the beginning may change, and y'all may have something else in common, or may be able to speak about something else and maintain the friendship. But a lot of times it's based on a commonality, and especially in college, that commonality a lot of time is just proximity, because you all share the same space. And you'll notice that when you graduate, there are some people who you don't speak to, and you were really close when you were all in college. That does not mean that y'all hate each other. That does not mean that you all are bad people or don't know how to maintain friendships. It just means that maybe y'all outgrew the friendship, and that's perfectly okay. Okay, but that's what I really have to say about this topic. I hope this is helpful for someone, right? I really think from the ages of 21 to 35, especially for women, The dynamics of friendships change, friend groups change, and it's perfectly okay. It's okay to outgrow a friendship or relationship. It's okay to move on. Doesn't mean that you wish the person any ill will or anything like that. It just means it is what it is, and you're doing different things and they're doing different things, and you can wish someone well, root for them in the back, and just live your life. So if you like these kind of videos, please like and share. If you know someone who may be going through a friendship breakup and may feel like, dang, I knew this person since I was 10 and now we're no longer friends. It's okay. Also, though, one thing I do want to highlight is that, like, if you want a friendship to work, y'all got to communicate, because that's the biggest thing. That is the biggest thing. I think a lot of people engage in mind reading, and what they do is they believe that people know what's in their mind, and they tell people, you should know that I'm upset. You should know this and that. And it's like, no, no, that's a cognitive distortion. Okay. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So if you, let's say there's an issue, or you and your friend are not talking, just have a convo. Just talk. Just talk. A lot of times we assume the worst case scenario, and I would say 99.99% of the time the worst case scenario is not going to happen. So just have a conversation, with your friend, if you want to continue the friendship, or if things are not going the way that you want, and then go about it from there. But that's all I have to say. I hope you all again enjoy this holiday weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.